Comparing Gautam Adani and Mukesh Ambani involves looking at their business empires, financial status, business strategies, and growth approaches. Both have risen as powerful industrialists in India, yet they have different approaches to business and market dominance. 1. Net worth. As of 2023, Mukesh Ambani, estimated net worth $92 billion. His wealth mainly comes from his conglomerate Reliance Industries, with major operations in petrochemicals, refining, oil and gas, telecom, geo, and retail. Gautam Adani, estimated net worth $62 billion. His wealth comes from Adani Group, which is involved in infrastructure, ports, power generation, renewable energy, and airports. Primary businesses: Mukesh Reliance Industries. Oil and gas, largest refining complex in the world. Telecom, Reliance Jio, a disruptor in India's telecom sector. Retail, Reliance Retail is one of the largest retailers in India. Digital services, investments in cloud, data centers, and AI. Gautam Adani Adani Group, ports and logistics. Adani Ports is the largest private port operator in India. Energy, focuses on both conventional thermal power and renewable energy, solar and wind. Airports, manages several major Indian airports. Agriculture and food, Adani Wilmar is a leader in food processing. 3. Growth strategy. Vertical integration controls everything from refining crude oil to delivering internet services via Jio. Diversification, and gas to telecom, retail, and digital platforms. Technology-driven, focus on tech-centric business expansion with Jio, 5G, AI, and IoT. Partnerships, collaborations with global giants like Facebook, Google, and Microsoft to scale Jio platforms. Gautam Adani, infrastructure-focused, aggressively invests in ports, airports, and logistics to dominate India's infrastructure. Energy leadership, expanding renewable energy capabilities, aiming to become the largest green energy company in the world. Global expansion, acquisitions and partnerships across global markets, especially in sectors like energy and ports. Debt-fueled growth, uses leverage and debt to fuel rapid infrastructure expansion. 4. Approach to markets. Domestic consumption focus, targeting India's growing consumer base through retail, telecom, and digital services. Disruption strategy. Reliance Jio revolutionized the telecom industry by offering cheap data and free voice calls, forcing competitors to lower prices. Gautam Adani, infrastructure dominance, building critical infrastructure like ports, power plants, and airports to cater to India's industrial and commercial sectors. Renewable energy push, shifting towards clean energy, focusing on solar and wind in line with India's green energy goals. 5. Diversification. Telecom, Jio, retail, media, Network 18, and digital platforms. He has a more diversified portfolio across sectors, catering to consumers directly. Gautam Adani, infrastructure, power generation, ports, and logistics. His focus is more on the industrial and infrastructure side, aiming to support economic growth. 6. Debt strategy. Mukesh Ambani reduced reliance on debt after raising funds through strategic partnerships and stake sales in Jio platforms. Focuses on maintaining a balanced debt-to-equity ratio. Gautam Adani, heavy reliance on debt to fuel expansion, particularly in infrastructure projects. Adani's strategy is riskier due to its debt-heavy nature but offers faster growth. 7. Innovation and technology. Mukesh Ambani focuses on tech-driven innovation, using Jio platforms to lead India's digital transformation with 5G, AI, and IoT investments. Gautam Adani, primarily focused on innovations in infrastructure and energy with an emphasis on sustainability and renewable energy technologies. 8. Global presence. Mukesh Ambani, his global footprint is growing, especially through Jio's collaborations with international tech giants. Gautam Adani, rapidly expanding into international markets, especially through port acquisitions and partnerships in energy and infrastructure. 9. Sustainability and green energy. Transitioning into sustainable energy with plans to invest in renewable energy, though Reliance is still heavily involved in oil refining. Has committed to becoming the world's largest renewable energy producer by 2030 and is actively shifting his focus from coal to renewable energy sources. 10. Top leadership styles. More cautious, calculated, and diversified in his approach, focuses on long-term investments in technology and consumer sectors. Aggressive, risk-taking entrepreneur, rapidly expanding into multiple sectors, often leveraging significant debt to fuel growth. Conclusion: both Gautam Adani and Mukesh Ambani are influential figures with distinct approaches. Ambani's focus is on diversification, digital transformation, and consumer markets, while Adani's strength lies in infrastructure development, renewable energy, and large-scale industrial projects. Ambani is driven by innovation and partnerships, while Adani is capitalizing on India's infrastructure needs and sustainability initiatives.